Everyone. Hi. I know you guys are like, where were you on Saturday? I know. I know. I've had a lot going on. It's busy, prepping for a lot. Sorry guys. Wait for a couple people to get in here. Wait for a few folks to wander on in. Sorry. Sorry, I'm on here silent. I don't mean to be a weirdo like that. I hate it when people do that. I was just setting up something in my little setting shot. That's all I wanted to do. Hey Candace, how you doing, babe? How are you? Hi, baby. Hi, Letitia. How you doing? Hey, Caden. Hey, Nehemiah. Hey, Lori. How are you guys? Yes, LN. You finally called me. Did you see little baby sucking off James? Look, he said that wasn't him. So it was a sex tape of like some fellatio. It was supposedly the people had said it was little baby giving some man, giving some man that brain, that pinky and the brain. He was giving that brain, but he said that wasn't him. Now the people was running with it because of that, of his bromance with James Harden, and then that man was hugging on him from the bike. Where it was giving real wee wee to butt crack action. That man was hugging him from the bike at that all white gay party. That man was having a time, baby. What is his man? What is that man named Michael something? He was just hugging up on all them black men, baby, and they was just receiving it. All of these normally stone-faced hetero men, well, except for Odell, but that man was having his way with the boys, and the boys was just taking it. I need to get to that level of wealth to where the men are just like, here, take it. That was me. That was, y'all can't tell, but that was me like bend it here. That was me. Like what kind of wealth is that? To where people just my preference just flew out the window. Like, preference? I don't have that. Throw it out. What level of wealth is that? But whatever that is, I want it. um, but I do mine in like a non-creepy way, like real consensual. It'll be on the flyer that I pass out. It'll be, the little flyers for the parties that be on your windshield when you leave the club. It's gonna be on the flyer. It's gonna be, the flyer gonna say he owned that, just so you know. And then if you come, then you know what it is. And if you don't, then you ain't on that with me. And that's cool. Respect boundaries, consent. But yeah, so he said that wasn't him. But anyways, what else is going on? What else are we talking about? Because we got some stuff to talk about. It has been a busy week over here on the page, on this platform, and I appreciate the love and the hate. You know, hey, the hate turned out to be a false alarm because, we'll get into all that. But anyways, let's see. Marky D said Beyonce's musky fragrance. All right, so let's talk about it. Beyonce, our beloved mute majorette, has decided to come out with a new cash grab. I mean, fragrance. She said that she's been working on it for years. She actually said this out of her mouth. Yes, believe it or not, she spoke. So but she only makes those vocal cords vibrate when there's a coin to be spent and given unto her. Hi, Kalina. Thank you. Love you too. Um, so she said, I've been working on this for years and I wanted you to see into the soul of the bottle. So it's a little hole in here. So it's clear. And if you look real close, you can see the fragrance. It's in there. That's the soul. And so, uh, and then she sprayed on like 10 pumps. It's like, girl, get in the shower after that. Like, why you put on so much? It's in your wig now. Girl, and the smells stick to hair, especially when the hair ain't yours. So I was like, girl, why she spray? You know what would have been the perfect advertisement for that? In the ad when she was spraying it on, she should have said it has notes of sandalwood or citrus or whatever. She didn't say that. So hey Kelly. So it kind of seemed like, she it was given it don't smell that good. The faces that she was making, it was like she was y'all smell that? You don't. Because you're gonna be surprised when you buy it. I'm just gonna put some shit out here and they gonna buy it anyway, child. Because that's pretty much, the Beyonce way. She's gonna put it out and the people are gonna buy it. That's how tight her brand is. She didn't have to say anything. The people still would have bought it. But the fact that she spoke really sold the people. And it makes them, when she talks, the people think, oh my gosh, she spoke to us. She gave us something. No, honey, she's marketing. She's working. And you think she didn't get paid for that Instagram post that you just gave like 2 million likes to? She got paid for that. And she's getting, more money now because she actually spoke to y'all. And, I'm not buying any because, I don't like feminine fragrances on me. So I won't be purchasing any. But that's me though. That's just me. Any men in the comments, any of the boys or the girls that want to buy some, you spray that on. I want you to crack that bottle open and pour it in your bath water, baby. I am not judging or condemning men that like soft floral scents or whatever scent this is. Joseph said he gonna buy me one since I tried it. But what I'm gonna do with it? You just heard what I said. But it was kind of given, I don't actually know what this is, but I'm gonna sell it to you anyway, and you gonna buy it. You don't know what it smelled like. I just found out what it smelled like, and that's what it is. So that's what I feel. She didn't promote it as good as she could have, but it's Beyonce, so she doesn't have to. She ain't even gonna wear it. They said she was wearing it on the tour, and the people said they smelt it on her. So I want to know, is that not a red flag for you that somebody is on the stage in front of a big, 747 engine size fan blowing on them, and they're dancing in the hot, swampy summer heat and sweating, and they're surrounded by all these other people, and you can still smell their fragrance? Is that okay? How much do you have to spray on to get that effect? Is it her body chemistry? Like, is that you want your fragrance to be that loud? Because the people that said they smelt it on her at the tour, it's like, were you on the stage with her? How did you smelt that from the ground and she was elevated on this stage? You smelt that? So I don't know. The people smell good down to the Club Renaissance. Okay, so was it the people that smell good or was it Beyonce? See, Joseph, you in the comments fighting for me. And look, I love Beyonce just as much as the next person. Renaissance, I'm surprised Virgo's groove ain't sick of me. But I also know gimmicks when I see it. She don't talk to us unless we paying her. But then people say I don't blame y'all because they don't blame her because of how we used to talk about her husband and her child, which I never talked about her child's hair. I did used to talk about Jay-Z, but I had said I was gonna stop making fun of his features because they are features of someone native to Africa. So you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm like, okay, is he giving self-hate? So I stopped talking about that man's face. And it looked like he went somewhere and got a little nip tuck, a little mini facelift. I don't know if he had on a good beat and the nose was contoured. I don't know if he got a lip reduction, but the lips is smaller. Um, the lips is smaller and pinker. The nose is more refined, and the skin is a little lighter. Also, I want to know how he got the locks on his Basquiat unit separated from freeform, mid-air suspended wicks to individual locks that are able to lay down and be put under a cap. So I don't know what Jay-Z got going on over there, but it looks like money. Speaking of Jay-Z, he talked to Gayle King, and Gayle King asked him the question. There's a debate going around online, and people are talking about, do you want to get $500,000 in cash or have lunch with Jay-Z? And a lot of sheep are saying it's you know the knowledge that you'll get from the lunch with Jay-Z will supersede $500,000. And I want to know, hey Kanisha, the lunch with Jay-Z never made sense to me. It was always the money for me. There was never a debate for me. It was always the money for me. I'm always thinking about the bag. It's always bag first over here. What do I have to do to get the bag? So it was always the $500,000 for me. People saying, oh, he'll give you the knowledge. Is he going to give you the money to start up said business that you got the logic, for and from? No, Jay-Z's not giving you anything. He's going to give you, a cute little appetizer. Maybe it's like a little Hawaiian flour and some chocolate drizzle on the plate. And then you gonna have like a little, piece of mahi and a little piece of cheesecake to go. And then you gonna sit up here and talk to somebody else's husband in hopes that he gonna give you some money that he don't have for you. Because he just, his cousin just asked him for like $4,500 and he said no. So what did you think your stranger ass was going to get? Take the money, the hypothetical proverbial money that is, because there's not actually any money on the plate. But, this is not a man who is, generous with his funds, ask his family. So it was always the money. So he was like, take the money. What I'm gonna do. And then Gayle cut him off because I guess Gayle was one of the people in the comments with a fake account, probably hiding behind a profile picture of a bumblebee or a flower or somebody sitting on a step with a pumpkin on their head, for Halloween, in the comments talking about, I want the conversation with Jay-Z, when she don't need the 500,000 or the conversation. But she was, because the way she cut him off, she was feeling passionately about that dinner. So, but yeah, he said, you got to take the money, the knowledge that you would want from us having this sit down. It's already in my music. If you listen to the music and piece it together, it's all there. So if you sit and listen to his discography about his, drug dealing past in the Marcy Projects and him running through women and his acquiring Basquiat paintings. Somewhere in there is the blueprint for you to start your own multi-billion-dollar business. So get to streaming. So what else is going on? Britney Spears has been in the news a lot. Her latest revelation that came out from the book. I didn't do a Britney reveals because I'm tired. I need a break from revelations, honestly, especially Britney revelations. Like, girl, I'm gonna put you in the Jada pile. I'm kind of tired of it all. Make sure you hit that like button. But I'm getting kind of tired of the Britney, the revelations. I'm just ready for the book to come out. Maybe she do a little like 3-city book tour and then she take her ass home. I'm glad that you able to tell your story. It's out here. What else is going on? You releasing some new music? Are you officially retiring from the business? What you doing, babe? The book came out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bestseller. Pretty sure her and Jada are going to be battling for that number 1 and 2 spot on the New York's best sellers list. Love that for both of them. Women's empowerment. Her latest revelation is that she was walking with Justin down the street, and then Genuine. It's so random. Then Genuine, who I know Genuine probably like, now why am I in it? How I get in this little white girl story? What do I got to do with this? But said that her and Justin was walking down the street, and then Genuine was walking towards them, and he had these chains on, and Justin was like, "Yo, my homie, for shizzle, my nizzle," whatever he was saying. Said he was trying real hard, hit that like button. And she said she felt like he was trying too hard. He definitely was. He was definitely in his Malibu's most wanted bag for, that early part of the 2000s, the whole 2000s. He was in his Malibu's most wanted bag. He just, and later on in the 2000s and the early 2010s, he just put a little suit on. But it was still, he J-Lo'd us. He used the Black community to get to where he wanted, and then he wanted to go back to his roots, but his roots flopped. So now he want to come back to the Black community. Black people still not feeling him, and then Britney just made people realize, like, oh yeah, this isn't a likable person. We forgot. We sure don't like you. So anything you did think you was about to come out with, I want you to hold on to that. Make sure you hold on to that. Hit that like button. So yeah, that's what the latest revelation is with Britney Spears and that going on there. What else is going on? This Erica Mena interview, I wanted to drag this real quick. And by real quick, I mean for like the next 5 to 10. So Erica Mena sat down, disgraced Erica Mena, monkey, ooh, ah, blue monkey, that Erica Mena. So, Erica Lozada, Evelyn Mena, they're interchangeable. They're one and the same. They're literally the same person. They're from the same place. They're like literally the same. Like, they run after BBC, but then, Black women get all the smoke, but they want the Black men, literally the same person. Problematic. So that's giving me, they're going to sit Erica Mena out for a couple seasons, but she'll definitely be back on VH1 to some capacity eventually. Maybe they'll do like a Love and Hip Hop New York reboot, but she'll be back. But anyways, she sat down with Carlos. Let me not imitate that man's voice, but that man cannot talk properly. And when he do try to talk, it be a pure D struggle. But she sat down with Carlos King to try to get his sob story about her past. And, I always have an empathy and sympathy for an abused child. So she talked about some of her child abuse while she was in foster care. Her mother gave birth to her while the mother was while she was in prison. And, She was under the care of her 18-year-old sister for a while. Then she was in foster care. And when she was in foster care, she was abused. So.
You said imitate Carlos King. It's always like so overly enthusiastic. He's always like, "Oh, bitch."
It always gives like too much. That's Carlos King for you. That's my Carlos.
Oh, bitch.
Like with the hard TCH at the end. But anyways, so she gives that story. So, she's crying and there's no tears coming out. But I noticed that on Carlos King interviews, anytime when one of the other girls are crying, he has tissues on hand for them. When Erica was crying, he just sat back. Mm-hmm. He didn't give her no tissue. He didn't tell production come over, freshen up her face, nothing. He just sat there like, oh. Like, I peeped it. It was giving like he didn't really see it for her, but he's like, well, shit, she here now, so we gonna make the best of it. That's kind of what his energy gave. He did not have the same energy that he had for, Kenya and Nene and, anyone else he ever interviewed. Probably because the tone is serious and this is a racist woman sitting across from him. So, he's probably like, hey, this woman just freshly called a black woman a monkey, and here I am sitting in front of her, and while I'm a black man and she favors black men, I'm a gay black man, so she ain't got no use for me, so I'm probably a monkey too. I'm pretty sure all that's going through his head. This ain't, Carlos King ain't nobody, he ain't nobody dummy. He just can't talk that good, but that ain't nobody dummy. But so then she gets to talking about, the different people that she messed with, the DJ Envy situation, and how she didn't know he had a wife. Word on the street is that DJ Envy was very popular in New York and everybody knew what he had going on. So people called cap on that. She wanted to talk about how, growing up, she was this dancing girl, dancing at all these reggae parties. And, she was at these black spaces. And, growing up, we listened to, Doon Cha Cha. And, I mean, not Doon Cha Cha, but, like Latina music. Not they was in the house. Not they was doing that. That Doon Cha Cha wasn't out yet. But, then she was like, we'll listen to that, and then we'll listen to Mary J. And I was at these hip hop parties, and I was immersed in all these different cultures. So she was trying to make it sound like, you know what I'm saying? She was, around all these different cultures. So with that being said, with you being around these black people, these black men, these black women, she kept saying, I used to go to these parties and they used to be like, who is this Spanish girl dancing like this Spanish girl? Like the black people had a problem with her because she was Spanish and she was just so much more desirable and better than I was reading between the lines. You ain't fooling me, ho. And then also to try to appeal to, the black listener and the black audience, she done painted herself damn near my complexion. I'm like, you are a Euro Latina. Where did all this melanin come from? And they go come on here with all this melanin and this black bust down looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like looking like, an Afro Latina with a silk press. And it's like, no, it never gave that, baby. You are a Euro Latina. Where did all this melanin come from? Let me find out you went to the tanning booth and sprayed yourself black to try to garner sympathy from the black community on some, I'm just like you type shit. Like the nerve. I peeped all of it. And then we get into the cap of it. She said, she was talking about the men. She was talking about how Safari did her. She was talking about her ex, who was her first baby daddy. And she was like, he was very feared and respected. And she was like, I like men who can't be fucked with. I like, men that people are scared of. But here you are busting it open for Rich Dollars, Bow Wow, and Safari. Like the three most unserious men in Black culture. And that's saying a lot. But Bow Wow is very unserious. Safari, you know, the nude, oiled up, gyrating hype man. Rich Dollars, the producer that wants to get you on that never got anyone on. Like, no one is taking these people seriously, and we're not taking you seriously, ma'am. Um, yeah, it was the lies, it was the cap, it was the pandering, it was the blackface. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, she was sitting up there darker than Carlos. It just looked like a pair of eyes and teeth talking with a bust down. I damn near didn't even see her. It was just like a shadow with some eyes and some teeth on it, sitting over there looking like the boogeyman, looking like a big titty boogeyman. Like, it just looked like a shadow. It was giving Slender Man. It was giving Boogeyman. It was giving Babadook. Like, it just looked like a shadow with some eyes and some overly whitened teeth. And you want to sit up here, you want to, I don't hit that like button. But yeah, she was sitting up there looking like a horror movie. And then want to put on some all white to accentuate the blackness of her new skin. Baby, we don't fuck with you. We're not gonna fuck with you. It was a part 2 of the interview that's coming out, and that's where Carlos hit her with she got to telling her story, and they're laughing, and they're even having a cute little kiki towards the end. And he said,
Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. You called Spice a monkey. We want to get to the monkey comment.
And then she froze. And then he said,
Tune in next week where we get into more with Erica Mina.
Like, oh, I just hate the way he talks so much. I just want to give him some speech therapy so bad. I just want to sit down and just hey, friend, I know you've done so much in the industry, and you've helped, propel some of our favorite shows into the stratosphere, but I just want to help you with some of the enunciation. Let me help you. I don't want to have sex with you. That's not what this is. I really just want to help, because he's mispronouncing these words with such confidence. Like, please hit me up, Carlos King. Like, somebody tag him. Like, I just want to help. I just want to help. Like, genuine. Like, it's coming from a place. I just want to help. Like, let me. I don't know. Is that kind of sick? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that he sounds like what Tory Lanez looks like. Vernetta, that is perfect, because
it definitely looks like Tory Lanez would have a little voice like this.
It's so much motion. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much all I have for today. I already know you guys aren't gonna let me leave without a Trina rap. Trina had absolutely nothing to do with today's broadcast, but we're still gonna shoehorn her in, because that's what you guys come here for. Don't know how we got here. We got here a few years ago, and we never left. So a Trina rap is when, you just slap some bars together. Trina, Miami 305, Diamond Princess, Baddest Bitch, the City Girls mom. So there's, thank you, Marky. So, Trina, what would Trina say today. You know, Trina rap is like, ABC, 1, 2, 3, ain't there one of you hoes fucking with me? You know, it's never a bar. Hit that like button. It's never really a real bar with Trina. You never heard of Trina rap, and you was like, ooh, she ate that. You know, I think Look Back at It was her moment where it was kind of like, okay, Trina, it's a little, you know, it's giving effort. So let's see. Yes, Jamila, literally that. So, like, okay, so what would Trina say? Trina would be like, you know, it's always some cap in there, some delusion, some things that you just know aren't true or didn't happen. Like that time she said she was a Rehoboam. So let's see. We could play off of that. Trina be like, I'm a fair-skinned Latina, Aguilera Christina, Million, man, I always got that shit on. Like, ma'am, you are not that. Thank you, Sophia. Sophia Brown says, friend, you must tell me your secrets. You look great. What are you doing? I cut all I cut men in my life. Like as far as like that tip, like dating, you know, hooking, like I cut them out. I cut the men out. The meat started just falling off the bones, skin started glowing, hair started growing. The men were stressing me out. Cut them niggas off. Not, you know, I'm not, you know, that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't have a man in my life stressing me out. That's literally what I can accredit it to. And I've been really happy. And, you know, there's, you know, I love a flirt, you know, I love a, you know, yeah, I love that. You know, I'm definitely open to it, but you know, no. That was yeah, the men, they stress you out, your skin be breaking out, your hair be falling off, you know, yeah. So that's what it is. So right now, you know, I've yeah, the best relationship is with yourself, and that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on me and loving me and brainstorming on different ways to make me better. You know, focusing and doing things that make me happy. And yeah. Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I cut the men out. That's what did it. You know, it's a lot to, you know, keep up with other people's, you know, somebody else's emotions. And, you know, I'm open to it. You know, I'll know when it comes along. I'll know. I'm not Xing it out. It's, you know, it's not over. But if it never came around again, I wouldn't be sad. Literally, if you know, if Jesus came down on a cloud and said, Montrell, you're going to be single forever, and then he just ascended back up to heaven, I'll be like, okay. I'll be like, that's fine. I'll go in the kitchen, fry me up something good, roll me up something fat, and lay down and go to bed with not a care in the world. That will work for me. But yes, Dwight Howard. Let's see, in We Been New news, Dwight Howard's hand was forced. Joseph Porter said, how would Jesus come down like this? On a cloud. Oh right, Montavious. I forgot. Whoops. For those of y'all listening, that's my real name. That's my actual name. But in Dwight Howard, we been new news. Court documents forced his hand to admit that he did indeed hit a man up in the DMs, propositioning him for a threesome, and the man was dressed up like Kitty. I couldn't tell if he was dressed up like Kitty or if the man was dressed up like Miss Kitty. But I'll say, anytime your name is Kitty and you black, you got that good cat. He dressed up like Miss Kitty with the good cat, baby. Suki, who? That's who got the real good cat is Miss Kitty. So Miss Kitty got, Miss Kitty now forced them hands in the court of law because Miss Kitty had said that he was touching on his wee wee without his consent, and her. So am I using? I don't know what the pronouns are. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to report the story. That's all. I don't know. What Krishan say? I don't know. I don't know. But Miss Kitty got that good cat and put that good cat on him to the point where he just came out and admitted that, it is what it is, because the people had a sexual harassment case on him, and he wanted to come out and say, like, hey, this was consensual and I did DM. So it forced him, because for the longest time he wasn't admitting it and he had homophobic things to say. And the whole time, see that homophobia. See, ladies, you laying down with a homophobic man. Good luck with that. And you're co-signing with that. Good luck with that. Because if your man is just like excessively homophobic, there's some history there. There's something going on there. There is something there. He is battling some demons. There is a reason he is so mad, because, who I fuck don't make you come. So it's like, why are you so mad? Like, why does the thought of somebody, having sex with you know what I mean? Like, why does that upset you so much? We're not having sex in front of you. We're doing that in our own space and our own time. So, why that shouldn't upset you. It shouldn't. So, so he came on out. Let that be a lesson now, because he was sure out in these streets being homophobic, and come to find out he was the biggest sissy of them all, figuratively and literally. So, Sandra D said, I agree. I was in the military with a dude like that. Turns out he was turning too. Yup, down at the turnabout. Twirling at the ballroom with the girls. Joseph said, I know Royce is in shambles. Royce actually spoke on it like a long time ago. That's why I said, like, we been new. Like, we been new. And we just didn't care. Like, it didn't, you know what I mean? Like we don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not quite at the 6 foot mark. So there's not a whole lot that, someone of, my stature, for example, could do with an almost 7 foot bottom. I mean, I guess, but that's a lot. Like, I gotta, we gotta go somewhere where it's a California king bed. That's a lot to spread out. I'm like, oh, okay, put that leg over there, put that leg over there. Now you gotta hold that shit back, because that's a lot of weight. And I'm already doing all this work, and then I'm supposed to hold these big ass tree trunks back too. You help me. So, it's like it would be too much work for me. But I know that that I don't know. For me, that's a lot. Yes, Yes, based on what the court documents are stating, based on the evidence provided, based on what I saw, based on what the DMs say, he is a bottom there. You know, it takes a whole lot of people to make a world. You like what you like. He just so happens to be that damn big. But he like what he like. He like to get that cat tickle. He like that prostate probed and poked. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of women is out here poking a man prostate. A lot of these straight men is out here getting that prostate played in. Don't let them fool you, baby. These men like they butt played with. Don't let them fool you. Don't, don't let, don't let it fool you. Don't let that masculine stone poker face. Don't let it fool these men like they butt played with. Okay, they do. And you know, no judgment. You know, God put our peace spot, you know, in our butt, and that's where it is. And if you want to know true euphoria as a man, that's it's up in there. But don't just think that you can run up in there unannounced. Like, we definitely need you to take the proper precautions and clean that thing out. Don't just, you know, don't go to Taco Tuesday and then lay in the bed and kick your legs back thinking that you finna get the you know, no baby. No baby, you need to let all that digest and come see me Wednesday night. When you take care of all that. Absolutely not. But this conversation is sliding off the rails real bad. But at the same time, I hope that, you know, some people are learning some things. So, yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, share this. You know, I definitely had a lot of fun talking to you guys. It's a little too late. I really don't like to eat this late. Damn, I was supposed to make some tacos. It's too late for that now. I ain't eating that heavy this late. So, yeah, I'm pretty much checking out of here, guys. So I did a Trina rap, Alana. So you have to, you know, do the rewatch. I did it like 5 minutes ago. I definitely, there's a Trina rap in here. I just added some couple extra topics in here. Tanara, it's a Trina rap in here. I didn't forget. But I will definitely talk to you guys later. I'm gonna post some more stuff, and then it's your birthday, Tanara. Happy birthday, baby! Happy birthday. Um, okay, so yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I will talk to you for sure Saturday. You know, I'm done with the once a week thing. I was just real busy Saturday, but I'll be back. I was real busy this past Saturday, but this Saturday, I think I'm actually free. This November is going to be real busy. As you guys saw, I have my first event that I'm hosting, the Risque Burlesque Show in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'll be posting information on that. Get your tickets if you're going to be in the area. Come see me do my thing for the first time. Don't know how I'm going to do. I definitely work better doing improv, so it should actually be fun. I look forward to having fun with it. So yeah, you guys, if you're in the area, come see me November 5th. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.